A woman accused of killing her 14-year-old son has been indicted by a grand jury on murder and aggravated cruelty to animals.
The Kennebec Journal reports 39-year-old Megan McDonald was indicted on charges for allegedly killing Quincy McDonald last December. Now, authorities have not officially released the boy's name or how he is related to her, but the KJ is reporting the indictment does in fact state his name.
At the time of the murder, neighbors told our media partner WMTW the boy was her son. The paper reports the indictment alleges McDonald killed a dog, 2 turtles, and a lizard on the same day.
She was ordered to have a psychological evaluation by the court when she was arraigned. McDonald is being held without bail at the Kennebec County Jail.